Hey everyone, it's Sarah Benken Foushee, your host for the High Achieving Female Podcast powered by No. And I am so excited for this episode. I have been thinking about this for so many months and how it was going to come to fruition. It's the final episode of 2022. It is the final episode for season 2 of this podcast, and it is going to be a good one. Today, I am sharing 5 things I have learned in the past 5 years of running a community centered around ambitious, high-achieving business women. Get ready. It's going to be an amazing ride. Welcome to the High Achieving Female Podcast powered by No, where we believe high achieving female leaders deserve to be known. Here, you're going to get the tips, tools, and inspiration you need to network, grow, scale, and balance your business, career, and life. It's top 5, number 5 of the top 5 things that I've learned over the last 5 years in leading No women. And this one is the most important lesson for you of all, if you ask me. But just to quickly recap, the first one was not everyone is for you, and you have to be okay with that. Number 2, you are uniquely qualified and have an unfair advantage. As soon as you find out what that is and tap into it, your life will forever change. Number 3, clipping the vine should become a regular process for you in your life, as it has for me. Number 4, let's not get caught up in the fluff. And number 5, find out what works for you. That's right. Find out what works for you. I recently gave a talk to a group of entrepreneurs, and we talked about scaling business. So in the past 14 years of my life, I have really been focused on building, scaling, and geeking out on business. And it is something I love more than anything. It's really no surprise if you know my trajectory. It's no surprise that No has blown up in the way that it has, because I have such a big vision that I just want to take things and set fire to them and explode and just grow and grow and grow and grow. But when I was talking to this group of entrepreneurs and we were talking about scale, I realized that above all, it's important to find what works for you. Because the truth is, bigger isn't always better. And we talk about scaling your business, growing your business, more money, more things, more stuff, more. But just like Jay-Z said, more money, more problems. What do you want your life to look like? I would sit and think about this before you enter into 2023 and let a day go by in the new year. What works for you and your season of life in your stage right now? And know that that can always change. But what works for you? Are you a mama to young babies? Are you an empty nester entering into your 3rd phase of life? Are you dreaming up and crafting the perfect 4th business or your 15th side hustle? Do you have 10 hours to dedicate to perfecting a craft? Are you all in on a business? Are you drowning? Find out what works for you and double down on it. For me, I go through ups and flows, and because I have work-life blend in my life, I have kids, I have a new husband, I've been in relationships for a long time, I serve a lot of women, I have built businesses, scaled businesses, sold businesses, I have seen my father pass, I have siblings, right? We all carry a load, and it changes. The number of hats that we wear change, right? And if anything, I would say to you that it's okay to make $50,000 a year if that's what brings you joy. It is okay to do the baseline work if you want to go out and explore the world. It is okay to stay up all night and feed yourself the hustle culture too. But no matter what you do, I want you to find out what works for you and no one else. The resounding theme of these 5 things that I am sharing, of the 5 things that I've learned over the last 5 years, the resounding theme is to do you, boo, okay? Do you. Find out what makes you happy and chase it. Do what works for you in this very moment. This week's episode of the High Achieving Female Podcast is brought to you by the No Global Membership. It's time. Get in the room to network with women you want and need to know. Link to join the membership is in the show notes below. And don't forget, you can also claim your freebie today. For me, this new season that I've entered into, some of you know, some of you don't, but I recently got married to my longtime partner of 15 years. It's changed my life completely. I never really realized that my life would be changed after marrying someone that I've been in partnership with for so long. My daughter is in high school and she needs me more than ever. She may not tell you that, but I know for a fact she does. We have clipped so much. We have started and stopped so many things here. I recently sold my big concept, so I've exited out of that. Family's in the process of moving, literally, like our house is moving. So there's a lot of change coming for me personally as I enter into year 6 of leading and growing and scaling and building and developing and laboring and loving over this No community that we have built together. But what I know is that what works for me is ever evolving, and that is going to be the same for you. And giving myself grace in these moments is so incredibly important, and it is for you too. I recently looked around the room as I sat here by myself, and I'm like, why am I so out of breath? Why do I always reach the end of December exhausted? Why am I always on the brink of burnout? Why do I feel like someone is not getting the best of me? And I feel like it's time to really dig deep. I started this process this year of closing in my circle and really watching what I was allowing to infiltrate my mindset, right? And speaking things into existence and entering into the law of attraction and manifestation and all of those things, those woo-woo things, as I call it. Don't be mad at me if I call it woo-woo, okay? But I started stepping into this year and really believing that you can craft the perfect life for yourself. And I think that you can be successful in business, you can be successful in your relationships. And it's literally something I have been chasing for my entire life, specifically these last 5 years. And I feel like as we enter into 2023 in this new season, it's a perfect time to shed. It's a perfect time to analyze. It's a perfect time to grow into something new. And I'm not trying to be cliche when I say it, new year, new you, but the truth is it's the beginning of a new chapter. And my life is entering into a new season, a season where it's time to step back, to take steps up. It's time to scale back, to scale out. We're moving and grooving in such different ways. And one of the things that I am doing is really honoring my journey and honoring where I am. And I want you to do the exact same thing. Every day is not easy, babe, and you know it. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry. Sometimes life is unruly and unfair. Let's be real. But I don't believe in luck. That's one thing you'll learn about me. I do not believe in luck, and I will battle to the end of the day and fight you on this. There is no such thing as luck. There isn't. So you are what you create, and you have to find what works for you. When Sydney was a baby, what worked for me was working until 4 a.m. because I had to get my work done, and I was able to spend a lot of daytime hours with her. What works for me in the season is waking up at 4 a.m. instead of going to bed at 4 a.m. If you are entering into a season of ramp up, girl, let's go. If you're entering into a season of slow down, that's okay too. I'm going to meet you wherever you are right now. And just know that at the end of 2022, this year, as we come out of this pandemic, as we settle into what we want this next phase of 2023 to look like for us, I want you to know that no matter what, I am here to support you. I am here to cheer for you. And you have about 10,000 and growing women who are committed to doing the same exact thing. So cheers to 2022. Cheers to 2023. Find out what works for you and let us help you build it. That's the end of season 2 of the High Achieving Female Podcast, powered by No. I am your host, Sarah Benken Foushee, signing out and wishing you the very best holiday season and new year. And I cannot wait to see you for season 3 of the High Achieving Female podcast, because we have already lined up some amazing women to share. But until then, get some rest, sister.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the High Achieving Female podcast, powered by No, where we believe it's time for high achieving women like you to be seen, heard, and recognized. Until next time, remember, you deserve to be known.